welcome to MiGi and Poppy's Kitchen. Let's make a lazy, easy, high-protein Mexican meal. This is going to be delicious. If you can't go to Mexican, bring it home to you. Okay, let's get started. We are making what's called fajita chicken casserole. Tons of protein, vegetables, and it's really easy. And then we are going to do a Mexican rice that's as close to the rice that you get at Mexican restaurants as I have ever tasted. It's so good, easy. And then we're going to finish it off with my own creation of homemade guacamole. That is the easiest guacamole you will ever make, and it is scrumptious. So here we go. So for the fajita chicken casserole, so first we got 4 small chicken breasts, and then we combined a teaspoon of cumin powder, 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Mixed all that. We sprinkled it over the chicken, both sides. We've let it marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes. And now we're going to put it in our baking dish. Then we're going to drizzle it with a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm just kind of not measuring. I'm just getting a good drizzle on all of them. And we've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to top them with bell peppers and onions, but I don't have an onion, which is fine because we like onions, okay, but we don't have to have them. So if you have onions, you want to put them on there, put them on there. But I am putting the bell pepper. And then you reserved a little bit of the fajita seasoning to put on top of the vegetables when you got them on your chicken. So I'm doing that. Okay, and then we are topping this with a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Yum. Put that in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, and in the meantime, we'll be making the rice. So let me get all that stuff ready. You do not want to miss out on this recipe. It's called restaurant-style Mexican rice, and it is as close as you're ever going to get to Mexican-style rice in your own home. It's delicious. Okay, so we're going to start with a cup of rice. You also, if you want to add onion, you're going to saute some onion in some olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil for a few minutes before you put in the rice, but I'm not adding onions. So a cup of rice, this is just jasmine rice. You put it in a pan that you have been heating olive oil in, and this is what's going to make, well, this and one other ingredient are what's going to make it just really taste like the restaurant rice. So this is browning your rice. So you just kind of let it sit there for a little bit, then stir it around, and in a minute, it's going to kind of turn golden, and you start to smell like this nutty flavor, and it makes all the difference in the world. So I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute, and then start kind of tossing it around until you see it start to get golden. I already smell the nuttiness of it, and it smells so good. It's getting there. So let me go ahead and tell you what you're going to do next. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of caldo de tomate, and that just depends on how much water you're going to use. It's 1 teaspoon per cup of water. And so since I've used 1 cup of rice, I'll be using 2 cups of water, but you can alter the ratios however you want it. This is just found where you find the other bouillon cubes. This is smelling so good. So we're going to add that. Okay, so that is sufficiently brown. So we're adding the 2 cups of water. Then I will be adding 2, it says generous teaspoons of this caldo de tomate. It really is good. And then a 1/2 cup, that would be a lot of garlic powder. A 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I just measure with my hands. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Okay, so we are going to turn this down to low. We're going to cover it and let it cook for about 20 minutes or until the water is absorbed. You just wait. It is so delicious. So let's make the easiest guacamole that you will ever make, and I bet it's going to be one of the most delicious guacamoles you will ever make. So you spoon out an avocado. I like to get all of it. Take that little spot out. And that's a small avocado, so I probably will add about a tablespoon of salsa to start with. And let's see how much lime juice. I usually just do it to taste. Probably about a tablespoon of lime juice. And then you're going to just squish it. Now, whatever chunkiness you want for it. I like mine less chunky. And then you're going to add garlic salt, not powder, just to taste. I don't know how much that was, but just to your liking. I would start small and then increase as you need to. And then you get to taste it and decide if you need any more of anything. It's oftentimes the lime or the garlic salt that needs a little addition here and there, but let's see. Perfect. So good. And so easy. I love that. Guacamole more than anything. I love it. Everything's done. So I'm going to try the chicken. I've never made this before, but man, it looks so good. That mozzarella is just melted browned on top, and the bell peppers look so good on it. Okay. Mm. Okay, let that cool off just a little bit before you take your first bite. But that's delicious. Tastes like the fajitas you get at a Mexican restaurant. Let's taste the rice, which I have made this a lot before because my family loves it. But it's like if you love the rice at Mexican restaurants, you're going to love this. So delicious. The guacamole is always just top notch. Okay, can you think of a quicker, healthier, more protein packed Mexican meal that you can make in under 30 minutes? I can't. You've got to try this. It's so good.